So let's get started with our first tutorial for the Play framework. So the Play framework is it's an MVC framework that allows you to build web applications either using Java or Scala. So the latest version of a Play framework that actually came out is 2.0, version 2.0, and that's what you can actually download and use. So in order to actually get started with the Play framework, is to download the zip file. Once you download that file, what you need to do is basically extract it. Well, actually, you can extract it anywhere on your system, but in my case, I prefer the root directory. What you've done is that you've extracted your Play 2.0 in your C folder, or actually wherever you actually want it to be. But that's up to you. So once you've done that, what you need to do is go to Properties, Advanced System Setting, Environmental Variable. So what you need to do is at the path, what you need to do, that's for you, you need to add this location, C. So just copy the location that points to this directory, and then you just point and then put that in your path like that, and then click OK, and that should do it fine. So once that is done, that should allow you to actually click from the command line, be able to use the Play command. So if you type Play, it says, it gives you this snapshot of the Play framework. Obviously right now we haven't created any applications and so on, but once this is actually working, you can start creating your applications. Alright, so we're going to create a simple application for now. Get started, just type Play, new, and the name of your applications, in this case Hello World. And that will ask you whether you want to actually, what is the application name, which in this case just say Hello World. What you can do here basically is which template do you want to use for this new application. You can create an empty project, or you can create the simple Java application, or you can create the simple Scala application. So we're gonna use Scala for now, and that's what happens. So okay, application Hello World is created. Have fun. And you can see that I actually have certain files that are automatically created. Awesome. So what you have is the app folder, which comes with the controllers, the views, and the models. So right now we don't need the models because we are not actually working with databases or anything like that. The configuration folder, which comes with the application configurations. This is where you actually do your database configurations and so on. The routes folder, which is where you define your URLs or your URIs. This is a project properties, so basically tells the name of the app application, the version, dependencies that you need on your application. So if you're going to use database dependencies or modules or so on within your project, this is where that happens. And it adds a SBD plugin to actually do the builds and so on. The public folder allows you to put in like the public files, the images, the JavaScripts, and the style sheets. And so the style sheet right now is blank. It comes with the default jQuery plugin or JavaScript plugin, and that's that. Then it also creates a test folder that you can actually use to test your application. Awesome. So once you've looked at that, you can actually see now. Go to your application folder, click on Play, and say Play compile. But just to show you what actually happens, when you do compile your Play application. So success. Now all I need to do is type in play run. And so once that is actually done, it tells you that okay, running the application from SBT auto reloading is enabled. And then what you need to actually know is where it's listening to. So it's listening to port 9000, which is the default port for the Play framework. So the server is started. You can use Control D to actually stop the server. So what you need to do now is actually type in localhost and what you want to specify where it should listen, on which port it should listen, like for the application. Awesome. Now once that is actually loaded, you can see your new application is ready. RAS APIs Play Framework 2.0 is finally out, and this is all actually here. So that is your basic first Play application that you can get. Now what we can do basically is edit that. So we got the view, and this is the message that is being printed out. So let's change that to a heading and tell it hello Francine, this is your first Play application. So once that is actually changed, we can reload this, and you can see that it actually says hello Francine, this is your first Play application. So it goes through stages. It starts here. This is where it starts. It says okay, homepage, the root folder, go to controllers application.index. So it will jump to applications in the controllers, and this is the action index, and the action tells it that it needs to go to views html.index, which is index.scala.html, and then it needs to pass in a string here. Your new application is ready. So basically the next thing that we will do is jump there, and that string is captured here under message and say string. So if we take this string and put it in here, we can basically print out the same string again and say message like that. Alright, so we take that variable and print it out again. Let me just change it to something else so we know that we actually did change something. So let's say hello Rocky, and when we reload this, we should be able to get a different message. You can see hello Rocky, this is your first application. So we've successfully created our first Play application. We're gonna look at how to actually do something useful with it instead of hello world and whatnot. Awesome.